Like those guys. That's going to go there. And a tube's going to come out here and go to here. And that'll be the second loop, or actually it'll come out here. And my loop, I will be looping from the back of the transfer case to the top of the transfer. These are pipe threads, so I can't use pipe threads. So to the lathe. What I'll be doing, cutting the 1/2 inch and tapping. mailman. Mail call. Oh, I just washed it. Hey, Elroy. You have a question for me? Radio off, radio off. Pull my phone out, turn off the music. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate it, man. Any questions on what I'm doing? Or do you have any questions about building that you'd like to ask me? Waiting to see this new concept. Okay. I'll walk you through what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tap here, and I'll feed it off of the back of the case here. And eventually try and double the amount of flow through the transfers. I want to do a 1/4 inch hose there, and then another one over here to a 1/4 inch hose here. What I want to try and accomplish is to make a circular flow motion on both sides, going 2 different directions and into the top of the transfer and blow. Oh, you saw your previous one. Great. Sweet. A watcher. How about that shit? I don't even have to explain this. Cool. I did buy these, but then I found out they don't sell the tap for these. And for the people that want to, let's talk these. What's the worst part on the gas tank they sell us? What is it? What's the worst part that they sell us on the gas tank? The petcock. Always leaks, always has problems. You can take one of these, turn it down to your M10 1.0 pitch, and replace this on all your gas cans. And that will never leak, ever. Ever, ever. And the flow will be 3 times as much. Look at the size of that hole. And if you wanted to go crazy, you go to 5/16 hole and drill that out. And you really want to deliver fuel, you could deliver it with a 5/16 hole. Same process. You would remove the threads and then rethread it to your M10 1.0 pitch. That is your fuel tank. Or you could retap. If you had the right taps, if you was a plumber and had the correct tap, you could just tap it and screw this into your gas tank. But I'm not a plumber, so I don't have that tap. So I'll just reduce it, these down, and then rethread with the threader. And here's the tap to retap it. Always use Teflon tape. Okay, sure. What I like to do is cheat the threads and make the threads twice as big as they're supposed to be. How do you do that? You leave an extra bit of material on here, like say I'm supposed to tap to 730 seconds for 1/4 inch, but I use 3/16 because I want an extra 16ths of thread, and I cheat a little. I don't get a full 3/16, not anywhere near it. I do get extra. And what I'm doing now is I just have to reduce all 4 of them and put them on the cylinder, and then I'll have all these hoses off the cylinder, off of each side. A hose here, a hose here. Things I'd want to ask the aerospace engineer, I'd ask him what angle I would want. Do I want the angle here? Do I want it to blow up? Do I want it to blow into the piston? Do I want to blow into the exhaust? Or do I want to blow into the intake? I'm guessing, I'm thinking I want to blow over the intake and onto the top of the cylinder here and create a vortex that way. But then there's so many different variations. Like you could do one here and on the other side, a different direction on the other side, like they use for that. You could cut new transfer holes here and do a 4-way transfer where you're cutting into the cylinder here and here and then doing injection points. The problem with mixing fuel after the intake is air takes a certain amount of time to mix properly with the fuel. And that's why I want to take it from the bottom of the case, because if it's in the bottom of the case, it's mixed. If it's in the bottom of the case, it's more mixed than anything else anywhere in the engine. That's why I want to borrow it from the case here. And I was thinking about doing a small transfer from here to here, but I don't want to lose any of my transfer here. So I think I'm going to take it from the back of the case and bring it up to the cylinder. And that'll be stage 2 of the chinadoll. Will be more transfers and try and control the flow more, less of a rectangular holes on both sides, and I want it rounded on both sides to try and make the flow go in a circle. I want 2 different circles forming in the cylinder. But yeah. Get that, Elroy? I hope so. And then I could tap onto this. Since I'm already have the lines from the case to the bottom, I can tap off one of those lines to use this thank you for the thumbs up for the carburetor. I just have to get a cutting board to take it off of the deck like that. And it would be a tiny 19mm across carburetor. Thanks for watching. I'll pull the other 4 down and I'll go from there. Thank you for watching.